guys, and happy October. In a few minutes, the full moon is going to rise right behind me over the Rincon Mountains. I'm in Tucson, Arizona, and I've spent the last couple days just spending so much time outside with no city sounds, no city lights or distractions, and just kind of submerged myself in what I'm trying to create, which just felt really harmonious with timing of my schedule, the beautiful full moon, which happens on October 1st. The moon is in Aries tonight. And we have another full moon on October 31st. So we have a sandwich of full moons. I'm not super deep into astrology, but I know that that means something because I can feel it. And if anyone was kind of having a difficult time last week with emotions rising, boiling over the top, I spoke to a few people that I knew, and we were all just kind of feeling that heat. So now is the time to feel that energy and bring it back to us with this full moon, with this new start of October, the crispy months, the pumpkin spice, the feel-good fall. And to do that, I wanted to share a full moon yin, or not so much a yin flow, maybe we'll get to yin at the end, but just a full moon flow that I like to do that kind of opens up the hips, allows the energy to settle and to find grounding. And the star of the show will join us when she's ready. Please take a comfortable seat on your yoga mat or on your towel on your floor, on your kitchen, on your carpet, on your seat. Sit up nice and tall. Allow your belly to soften, and then allow your body to roll back a little bit, lean back a little bit, so that you have to catch your spine with those muscles that so willingly do exactly that. So to feel the length of the breath that feels good to you as you invite that in and out of your body with love, with kindness, and with ease. Bring it in and then send it back out. We are not looking to accomplish anything with this pranayama tonight. We are simply wanting to be with it. What does that mean for you? And just taking a few more breaths right where you are, settling in where you are. Go ahead, gently blink your eyes open. Bring your hands on your knees if they're not already. And then on your inhale, just pull your body over to the right and take a really big circle over to the left. And on your exhale, hollow out your belly. Try to scoop your tailbone as you continue that circle, trying to open up the ribs on your inhale. And then on your exhale, trying to tuck those ribs in along with your tailbone, your entire spine. Beautiful. And then once you reach that right knee, exhale back, round your spine, tuck your chin, pull your body all the way through. Just kind of see how much control you have using no momentum whatsoever. Take one more circle. Really pull your chest forward, squeeze your ribs back. And then come back to center. Push into your knees one at a time. Give yourself a little bit of love here. And then come onto your hands and knees. And then immediately tuck your toes, keep your belly onto your thighs really, really soft and low. Roll your body all the way up. You're going to gently walk to the top of your mat and meet me in a Tadasana pose. So our feet are about hip distance apart. We're going to spread our fingertips nice and wide, and we're in this anatomical shape, trying to pull our thumbnails to the back of our body. This allows our shoulders to expand and soften all the way down. Oh, I see our moon popping up slowly. Take a breath in your Tadasana as you ground into all four corners of your feet, and on your inhale, lift your arms all the way up. On your exhale, face your palms to the ground and then just push your palms back behind you. Keep your spine exactly where it is. No arching, no swaying. Inhale. And then exhale, stay here. Squeeze that imaginary block as you bend your knees and lift your chest. Try to encourage the weight into your heels. Kind of like a reverse chair. On your inhale, straighten those legs, straighten those arms. Grab your hands. Exhale to side, bend over to the right. Make sure to squeeze your core. Squeeze your glutes, push harder into that left foot as you lift up through your left ribs. Take a breath in and stay for your breath out. Square off your shoulders as you inhale to center, open up your arms. Exhale over to the left side now. Try to push into that right heel and so you can lift your right ribs higher. Your left ribs. Take an inhale. And an exhale. Coming back to center, open those palms, open your gaze. And then exhale, take a forward fold. Bend those knees if that feels good to you. On your inhale, lengthen through your spine, lift your chest. And on your exhale, plant your hands down, step your right foot back, immediately drop your back knee, keep your toes tucked. We want to stack our hips right over our knee so we're not in a deep lunge here. We're tucking through our tailbone, trying to create a nice invert of that right leg. On your inhale, reach your arms up, grab onto that right wrist, pull it all the way up and over, and then gently, gradually allow your hips to sink low. See if you can keep an activation between both feet, both legs, as you sink for 2 more breaths. Allowing your head to be supported by your neck, draw it back. And then on your inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to the inside of your left foot. Come into a skandasana as you drop your right heel down. Bring your hands to the inside of that left foot. See if you can take 3 breaths here. Allow yourself to wiggle and just come down as far as it feels good to you. See if you can connect your palms wherever you are to the earth in some way. Good, and on your exhale, push into your palms, lift your hips up, come into a wide-legged fold, toes point forward. Inhale to lengthen your spine, and exhale to fold. Take that 2 more times as you push into your toes to lift your chest, and then exhale, fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your heels closer towards one another. Point your toes out, bend your knees. Inhale up to your goddess pose. Your arms can be out like a cactus shape like mine. You can bring your hands at your heart center. You can reach your arms up, more challenging, or even behind you, holding on to opposite elbows. Wherever you are, you take 3 more breaths. And the weight is in your heels. Trying to squeeze the outsides of your legs back towards that rising moon. Last inhale. Last exhale. Come back to the left. Reach your left toes forward. Inhale to your high lunge and try to come into that exhale double bent leg lunge. Inhale to straighten that back leg. Exhale to stay here, sink that heel. Inhale, hands to the heart. Exhale, sweep your arms back, step your right foot forward, chair pose. Arms up. Inhale to stay. Exhale to stay. Straighten the legs. Come back to center. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale over to the left this time, side bend. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthen through your spine, lift your chest. And then exhale, fold. Plant your left foot back this time. Keep your left toes tucked and drop your left knee. Immediately start to tuck through your tailbone. Reach your arms all the way up. Grab onto that left wrist. Inhale to rise. Exhale to sink. Trying to keep those shoulders nice and squared. See what you can do to squeeze the legs together until you exhale, let them sink a little lower. Taking that one more time, pulling your lower ribs in. Good. Release your hands. Inhale to center. Exhale, hands to the inside of your right foot. Drop through your left heel. Pivot onto your side and find your Skandasana. Find your full moon in the background. And just stay with your breath. Maybe shift forward. Maybe shift back. Take a big breath in. Plant your hands if they're not already. Lift your hips, wide-legged fold. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lengthen 2 more times. Exhale to fold. Let it go. Feel your palms on the earth. Lift your chest. And then exhale, round your body. Let it go. Bend your knees. Point your toes out. Inhale up to your goddess pose. Squeeze your knees out. Take 3 breaths wherever you are. Finding that grounding into the earth with the entire leg. Inhale, come back to that lunge on the right side, settling in here. Reach the arms up all the way. Good. And then exhale, bend that back knee. Inhale, straighten that back leg. Exhale, squeeze your arms back behind you. Step up into a chair pose. Squeeze those palms together. Lift through your chest. Allow the weight to be in your heels. And as you ergonomically go through your next flow, inhale to rise all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, sweep it all the way up. Catch onto that left wrist. Inhale, up. Exhale, over to the other side. Inhale brings you back to center. Release the hands, gaze up. Exhale, over to the left. Coming back to center, release your arms. All the way down, forward fold. Lengthen through that beautiful, strong, dependable spine. Before you exhale, fold, bend both knees, step your right foot back. Come into that low lunge. Inhale to rise. Exhale to sink. Grabbing onto that right wrist, lift it up. And then exhale, side bend to the left. Just drop those hips when it feels right to you. Feeling both legs, making the connection to stay where they are, to hold your body where it is. On your inhale, lift your arms up. On your exhale, hands to the inside of that left foot. Drop onto your right heel. Find your Skandasana, plant your palms down, whether your hips are all the way up to the sky or your hips are all the way down. Connect your palms into the earth. Pull your triceps and your elbows back. See if you can push into the base of the palms, and this will extend your neck a little bit longer, gazing just beyond your nose. On your inhale, transfer the weight into your hands. Push your hips all the way up, wide-legged fold. Just one time here. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, point your toes out. Inhale, up to your goddess pose. 3 breaths. Settle into your own strength, your own power, your own surroundings. Inhale back to that left leg, all the way up. Take one bend into that knee, tap your knee down. Inhale back to that lunge. Exhale to chair pose, 3 breaths. Try to squeeze a block behind you. Begin to transfer the weight into the right and the left foot, like you're standing on a dock, swaying in the water. Push into your heels. Inhale, lift up. Exhale over to the left. Crescent moon. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale over to the other side. Bringing yourself back to center. Opening up your palms. Exhale, forward fold. Grip your toes into the earth. Lengthen your spine. Good. Exhale, bend. And let's just step that left foot back this time, dropping your left knee. Arrive in your lunge. wherever your body was before this lunge. How can you let it be right here? What does it need to feel most supported? So you pull that right hip back, your left hip forward, and then track that left wrist over to the right. Allow your hips to sink for one more breath. See if you can wiggle those right toes and release those shoulders. Inhale to center, release the grip. Exhale, hands to the mat. Give your lower back a second with that one. Before you inhale, push into your left heel, point your toes up to the sky, and really plant your palms down. See if you can push into the base of the palms as you gaze at that rising moon. What a gift it is to practice under a full moon. Take one more breath in, and on your exhale, transfer the weight. Come into that beautiful, forgiving, loving, wide-legged forward fold. One breath to lengthen and inhale. Exhale, fold. Shift your weight forward. Tippy toes, drop those heels down, reach your arms wherever they want to be to embrace this goddess inside you. Inhale. And exhale. Sink a little lower on your inhale. And then do that again on your exhale. One more full breath cycle. Lift your chest. Exhale. Inhale to the right leg. Whew, that one got me. Exhale, tap your left knee down. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, 3 breaths in your chair pose as you drift on that ocean wave, side to side. Beautiful. And then bring your hands to your hips. Continue to shift on that ocean wave, but this time pull all the pressure off of your foot. The only thing that's there is your connecting tissue of gravity. Yeah. So we're still holding our foot in contact with our yoga mat. But there's absolutely no weight whatsoever. Really gripping into those heels. And on your exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen your spine. And exhale to fold. Bend your right knee all the way back. Coming back into that low lunge. Keeping your toes tucked. Bring your right hand on your hip, your left hand on your left thigh. Point your elbow back behind you. And then connect your fingertips all together on your left thigh. So our right hand is here just to support us. See if you can hold that space, maybe that love handle squishy space that we don't associate with supportive. Just hold pressure there. That place that we like to smush under a high-waisted yoga pant. Feel free to even pull it out and hold on to that flesh. Because it's your flesh, and it doesn't matter what anybody else's flesh looks or feels like. This is yours. And that's what that full moon is going to bring us this month. The gift of awareness to hold on to our own shit and nothing else. When it feels good right there, bring your right hand down, bring your left hand down, and then walk your left foot all the way out just a little bit so you can really sink down into this. If you're ready to explore down onto your forearms or your elbows, and see if you want to shimmy down that way. Still try to see if you can keep those toes pointing reasonably forward in the left foot, but definitely allow them to point out if the knee starts to track off to the left. And just like you were doing with your feet, pushing into one foot and then the other, see if you can begin to safely and gently and lovingly do that with your elbows and your forearms. So you might not lift off as much as you did with the feet. And to be honest, we really don't want to. But take 2 more breaths right here, drifting side to side under your full moon. And then I invite you to leave that right forearm down as your left hand finds a gentle pressure, just like you were on your love handle, a gentle pressure on your left thigh. Let it fall out as far as it wants to. Better yet, bring your left foot a little bit closer on your yoga mat and then let it really fall out. My pressure in my right elbow is similar to that of a plank. So this is not a passive pose that we are in, because we're really balancing our bodies. And if there's any pain anywhere, then please gently guide yourself out. Beautiful. Bring that left hand down, gently push into it to release your right hip, keeping both left heel and right knee on the mat, straighten through that left leg. Bring your fingertips as close to you as they want. Feel free to sink all the way back into that right hip if you're ready for it. Good, and just take one more breath here before we explore our other side. Gently shifting the weight forward and just stepping back into a plank pose before you come all the way into a downward facing dog. Really significantly bend into that left knee. That's a knee. Release your head. And then bend into the right knee. Release your head. Begin to walk your toes all the way to your fingertips. Forward fold. Let it go. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Sweep the floor. Grab it, reach it, bring it all the way up. And then seal it at your heart center. On your inhale, reach up. And on your exhale, fold. Inhale to lengthen that spine. And then we're going to step our left foot back into that low lunge. And coming up into that low lunge, let's find that hand on that squishy love handle, bringing our right hand together, place it on your right thigh. Kind of like in the middle of the thigh. And then as your left hand is holding onto your hip, better yet, your fleshy, juicy hip, squeeze that left elbow back, and then allow the knee to lean forward. So our right knee is wanting to go forward. Our left knee is wanting to go back. How can we project our body forward to what's ahead of us, what's available to us, what we deserve, while still honoring the experiences we've been through to have deserved, not sure how much I like that word, but to have found a place with these opportunities. Moving forward, acknowledging the past and letting it bring you to that better place that you deserve. Take one more inhale, and then exhale. Bring your hands down. Gently guide your right foot all the way out to the side, as far as it wants to go. And maybe this is just so perfect right here, and then just enjoy that. Or find yourself onto your forearms, your elbows, or maybe somewhere in between, supporting yourself with a couple blocks or pillows, small child, whatever's around. Allow yourself to sink into that, one breath at a time. Knowing if that right knee is falling out, feel free to point the right toes away from you. Just kind of like a little diverted train track. It's like, oh, we're going to go this way. Beautiful. Maybe staying on those forearms, the left one. Begin to shift the weight into the right forearm and the left, side to side like we did with our feet and with our other leg forward. Beautiful. And once you get back to that left forearm, stay there. Bring your right hand to the outside of your right knee, maybe even walk your right foot in a little bit. Make sure to push into that left elbow to open up your chest and stack things on the side. Gently having your hand on your right knee. Like I said, my left elbow is really, really supported and I'm activating through the whole side body. This is not a passive pose. So allow yourself to feel it. And breathe into it one more breath. Stay for your exhale. Gently push into your right hand. Push into your left hand and slowly walk. slowly. Walk into that gentle straight leg. Maybe even sinking all the way down on those hips. Oh, there's a beautiful little green bug on me. He was lime green. He was really cute. Take one more breath. And pushing it back up. Let's just reset in a down dog because it feels so good. So plant your hands down. Step back into a plank pose and then a downward facing dog. Give yourself 3 breaths right here. And maybe even begin to lean into the left and the right hand. Incorporating side to side. Bring the feet into it if that feels good. Transferring the weight into the left foot and left hand. And over to the right foot and the right hand. And let's take a big cleansing breath all together. Inhale through your nose. And then exhale through your mouth. Beautiful. Stay here as long as you possibly want in that downward facing dog, feeling all that grounding, all that energy in your hands and your feet throughout your entire spinal column, running up and down your body, depending on what shape you're in. I hope that you were able to see the full moon and it brought you a little bit of energy throughout your flow. This class was designed to just give you a little bit of grounding and awareness to this 3-dimensional body that you are, and that this is the body that you come home to, and that wants you to come home to it. I think and feel that yoga is a big part of how I can do that. So thank you for watching. My name is Sam and I'm with Seva Therapies. Have an awesome October. Maybe I'll do this on the 31st and we can flow again under the full moon somewhere in the world.